Good morning, doctor. Welcome back.
Good morning, Venkatesh. Nice to be back.
Great. So, our topic for today is humor. And the reason it's part of our series is humor is a very essential part of our ability to deal with the ups and downs in life. When we take ourselves and things too seriously, we create needless stress and actually complicate things for no rhyme or reason. So, focusing on humor is a good way to get to our wellness. Yes, doctor?
Yes, true.
Awesome. Over to you.
Thank you. Well, Venkatesh, the word humor is often misinterpreted. If you have a sense of humor,
Right.
you can still deal with your work, but then it is normally thought that, if you have humor, you can't get along with serious work.
Ah,
Humor,
yes.
humor and serious work are not contrary to one another.
Correct.
They coexist.
Correct.
And if they coexist, and if you know how to steer your humor,
Correct.
maybe your output will be better. So we have to remember that humor is it's a useful index.
Correct. No, very good point, doctor. Very good point you're making, because exactly like you said, when you say is a person serious about his work, that's the word you use. But serious seems to mean that you can't have humor, and they don't need to be
Right,
contradictory. Awesome. Awesome.
right.
Absolutely the right point to start with. Yes.
So as the slide shows, humor is combined with laugh out loud,
Correct.
LOL.
Correct.
Again, the same thing. It doesn't have to be loud laughter to be humorous. Humor can be there, coexisting with other behaviors,
Correct.
and it doesn't have to be laughed at.
Correct.
There's no need to LOL, loud enough laughter, but still
Correct.
keep both. So that we'll see how we go leverage
Very good
humor.
points. Very good points,
Yeah.
doctor. Yeah. That humor doesn't
Thank you.
mean, yeah, over the top laughing, but yeah, it's one of the many behaviors you can have with humor. Correct.
Right, right. So here is one little clipping from a behavioral scientist.
Right.
Like so much easier
Correct.
with sense of humor, and it's an extension of what we just now saw. You can have humor, and life can be still humorous and productive.
Correct.
So that there is no contradiction anywhere,
Correct.
and in fact that will improve things on all fronts.
Correct.
Like that. So life is so much easier
Correct.
with a sense of humor.
Correct.
So humor is good.
Correct.
Humor is good.
Humor is good. Yep. Perfect. Perfect.
Okay. Now, when it comes to humor,
Right.
really it is supposed to go along with laughing out.
Correct.
So people say he has a sense of humor. That means he can laugh it out, or
Correct.
he can laugh.
Correct.
If
Or
he
laugh
can
it off. Correct.
laugh it out, laugh it, just laugh.
Correct.
And so it has some benefits.
Correct.
That laughter component of our behavior
Correct.
has benefits.
Correct.
And even if you take a small break of 5 seconds or 10 seconds,
Correct.
and you just laugh out,
Correct.
you have the access to the good sense of humor behavior
Correct.
and improve humor. Many persons compress it down to laughter,
Correct.
as we saw just a little while ago.
Correct.
You have laughter, you have a good sense of humor. And if
Correct.
you don't laugh, then your sense of humor is not there.
Correct.
Again,
Correct.
misconception,
Correct.
and it'll improve. It'll leverage your strength of behavior,
Correct.
and that is so. If you have benefits of laughter, these are the improved things that can be perceptible.
Correct.
For example, you can have laughter and it improves moods,
Correct.
and it relieves stress,
Correct.
behavioral stress is removed, and promotes relaxation,
Correct.
and above all, it improves immune system. Your
Correct.
body's resistance element,
Correct.
immunity or immune system,
Correct.
immunological behavior, as they call it,
Correct.
they all stand to gain.
Correct.
And if they gain, your personality as a whole gains.
Correct.
And that is an extension of what we just now saw.
Yeah.
So you put, above all, the boosting the mood, boosting the immune system.
Correct.
It's not visible, your
Correct.
immune system is easily visible,
Correct.
but excuse me. So you benefit by having a boosted immune system.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's
Yeah. No, I think in an earlier talk we have spoken about how when your mood is
yeah.
down, your stress comes from cortisol. Cortisol suppresses your immune system, and the absolute reverse happens if you are jolly, right? Or if you can take things.
Right.
Which brings us to
the age-old saying about humor,
right.
Laughter is the best medicine.
Correct.
That was one magazine which ran week after week for about a few years.
Correct.
And it's
Reader's Digest. Yeah.
There's also this gentleman, Sardarji, whom we still remember with fondness.
Right.
This is the best medicine. He ran
Correct.
a column like that.
Correct.
And it is still the case.
Correct.
You can have gadgets and other paraphernalia.
Correct.
But still, the best medicine for your depression or the best way to go about things is to laugh.
Correct.
And you start laughing, you'll remember that, well, you started with some glum feature.
Correct.
Now I'm enjoying the benefits of laughter.
Correct.
And I'm benefited.
Correct.
Laughter is the best medicine.
Correct.
Is the outcome of that.
Correct.
Next slide.
In fact, on that small bottle, there is another thing that says, take as often as needed. So there's no dosage restriction. Correct. Unlike an opioid. Correct.
So, coming back to so-called jokes,
Correct.
Humor is not just jokes. Let's remind ourselves.
Correct.
For example, if there is a party, office party, or a party of salespeople,
correct,
says, say something humorous, and the other guy will say, I'm cracking jokes. Isn't that enough?
Right.
So he'll try and crack jokes which have no sense of humor at all, but still that passes off as humor. And so jokes are not the same as humor.
Humor. No, very good point. Yes. I think the external manifestations of humor are sometimes confused with humor. Of course, jokes or laughter help, right, in relieving stress and so on. But humor is more than that. Even if you're not laughing out loud, like you said in the beginning, you can have a humorous take on life. Yes.
Right. Now, in this context, there is an expression called slapstick humor.
Correct.
Slapstick humor is a humor which is derived from some negative elements or of the other person concerned.
Correct.
And you see in this picture, just a slide down.
Correct.
Laurel and Hardy. Next slide, please. I'll show you. Yeah. They used to have a slapstick. That means, there is no great humor in that. It's not an intellectual humor. Correct. But it is slapstick. Correct. So if you, for example, fall over a banana peel, then actually you laugh. This laughter is involuntary. And that somebody falling, skidding down the banana peel, it's slapstick. Now, like this, there are so many examples of slapsticks. How one gentleman goes to another and cracking some jokes, or make some funny faces and all that. All that will come under slapstick. It's not a great sophisticated humor, but it is there. Slapstick helps.
Correct. I think you made two important points. That slapstick quite often is about somebody else falling, somebody else getting into trouble, and it triggers this basic laughter in us. But it serves its own purpose so long as it's minimal. If you're not laughing at the expense of others on something larger. Correct.
Right. So skidding over a banana peel,
correct,
is a common triggering factor for people to start laughing.
Correct.
And once it starts, it carries on.
It sort of carries on as a cycle. Correct.
The famous Jodi, Laurel and Hardy.
Correct.
Laurel guy who is the thinner of the two. Hardy is thickish, he's a collector.
Correct.
So this system went on for a long time, but then
Correct.
people got so fed up after a while, and then they stopped showing too much of this laurel and harder. So
Correct.
some people said, "You are making fun of fat people.
Correct.
Stop it. Stop it."
Correct.
There are people who don't like such kind of slapstick. So
Correct.
that's why slapstick, after a particular period,
Correct.
it loses its value.
Correct.
But it was okay to begin with. So
Correct.
slapstick, Paul and
As a
Hardy
way of
died.
triggering, yeah, as a way of triggering laughter or at least triggering a lighter mood. Correct.
Right, right.
Which I think brings us to a slightly higher level of wit and humor.
Yeah, yeah. Here you have Akbar Birbal combination.
Correct.
And both were supposed to be highly intelligent and even
Correct.
intellectual.
Correct.
Yeah. But still they used to crack jokes. And
Correct.
these jokes are very, very subtle,
Correct.
very refined kind of joke.
Correct.
And then these books would involve betting on something. For example, Akbar told Birbal,
Correct.
how many crows are there in our garden
Correct.
right now? Tell me.
Correct.
And Birbal said, he came back saying some such thing, meaningless
Some
thing.
number. Yeah, some number. Any number. Correct.
Some number, 47 crores, crows.
Yeah.
And Birbal wondered, Akbar wondered rather.
Correct.
So he would present it as a sense of humor. But
Correct.
then
With a subtle, yeah,
Akbar,
with a subtle learning or a takeaway about either ego or something else. Yeah, absolutely.
so this Birbal, or Akbar to begin with, Akbar would question Birbal, how do you know there are 47 crores in the garden or
Correct.
something?
Correct.
This was, Jalampana, Jam, Jalampana, or whatever.
Jahabana.
It is.
Correct.
When I counted, it was there, 52, but then few crows flew away. So today we have X number of people chasing crows or counting crows and so forth.
Yeah.
But it is an interesting way of laughing at oneself.
Correct.
First of all, Akbar had to be laughed at. Akbar had
Correct.
to
Correct.
laugh.
Correct. No,
And,
very important point. Yeah. That you are able to get a person as powerful as Akbar
right.
the whole notion of a court jester or a wit was that even the king can sometimes be laughed with or laughed at.
Correct.
And it has to be done very carefully. Correct.
Yeah.
So humor has all these angles of, keeping ego in check, keeping sort of power in check, not getting carried away. No, awesome. Yes.
Right. No, there was one great literary intelligent person, Bernard Shaw.
Right.
Extremely clever and intelligent. and somebody said, what will happen if you marry these two? When somebody so dry will be there, and then you have to get married to an intelligent person. How do you manage that? How do you do that?
Right.
Then that said, supposing, Bernard Shaw was so arrogant at that time intellectually. What if the equation is reversed?
Yeah. Now, if you have a child, I guess what if you have a child with ideally a child with the woman's good looks and his humor, but what if the reverse happened? Yeah, his looks and the lady's sense of humor.
Right. So, there's very subtle jokes, but very subtle poking fun also, other than the joke. So what if it is 20 here and 25 there or something?
Yeah, I think the general theme being across all of these that, I think whether through a joke or otherwise, you are somehow trying to stop taking yourself or the situation too seriously.
Right. Very true.
Yeah.
Here,
you
see a scene from the famous movie Sholay.
Correct.
Sholay, for example, had a lot of humor. In this picture, you see Amitabh Bachchan when he was younger.
Right.
And then Dharmendra, I think, also is there in the frame.
Correct.
And then there used to be one Asrani or Israni, I guess.
Asrani. Correct. The comedian is Asrani. Correct.
Asrani. So the scene had to be created, and the author did it very elegantly.
Correct.
And so what exactly happens if the two are put together?
Correct.
One is supposed to be clever and this witty, another one is supposed to be very dumbish kind of a thing.
Correct.
And here you have to create a sense of humor.
Correct.
So they chose the person with a very short stature.
Correct.
And Amitabh Bachchan was looking at it in a very peculiar way.
Correct.
And Dharmendra is standing there with a poker face and
Correct.
so forth.
Correct.
Now, this is a situational comedy, sitcom
Correct.
they used to call it.
Correct.
So, this comedy, which will last only for a few seconds,
Correct.
and the persons are gone, and the comedy is also gone.
Correct.
You know?
Correct.
Next slide, please. The next
Yeah,
one.
no, very correct.
Yeah.
No,
Go
very
ahead, go
good
ahead.
point, because even in Sholay as a movie as a whole, the humor was in that one part. After that, Sholay became a fairly serious and even sort of dark movie. But humor was there episodically, like you said, it's situational humor, right? And
Right.
yeah.
So many terminologies were created making
Correct.
use of comedians.
Correct.
And in Punjab, there used to be one, I don't know whether it is still there, Santa and Banta.
Yeah,
They
Santa and
entertained
Banta
the
joke.
audience.
Correct.
They entertained the audience with their
Back and forth.
voice crack, basically.
Correct.
What does it say? So this is basically a combination of an intelligent person confronting or coexisting with a dumb person, and both of them add to the humor.
Correct.
And this humor need not be laughing out loud.
Correct.
They're in a very subtle kind of a thing. And then they used to call it Santaism, Bantaism, and all that.
Correct. Correct.
This again had a long shelf life,
Correct.
And there used to be not really movies, but then the voice cracks continued, and then many magazines ran them from week to week and so forth. It's a very good sense of humor, and the humor was never affected anybody. For example, you are skidding or sliding over banana peels, and if you are laughing, the other guy should not feel sort of humiliated.
Correct.
So to that extent, here humor is at the expense of one other person. If he is clever enough, you should have seen and anticipated the banana peel. So there is no sense of humor, and the other guy, sufferer, has to tolerate the smirks and the derisive.
Yeah. I guess, the point being that humor at the expense of someone else has its limits, has its dangers as well. But yeah, all of them have their place. I guess different types of humor, and the more we can actually use them to subtly understand life, like you said, an intelligent person with quote unquote a dumb person, all pointing to how you have patience and how you laugh off the stress that comes with it. Yeah.
Right. For example, the South Indian characters in any movie or drama, both front of insult,
Right.
The audience would laugh, at what they think is humor. At the same time, the other guy who is a South Indian would feel totally
insulted.
humiliated.
Whether it is the Sardarji joke or the South Indian person like Mehmood in the Hindi movies. Correct.
Ethnic jokes. These are jokes based on the ethnic behavior of Andhraite or whatever. But they would never make fun of an Englishman, because Englishmen are supposed to be a little above board for all this.
So it was not easy to laugh at the powerful. Correct. You laugh at whoever is strange but not powerful. Correct.
So they used to make fun of these Polish jokes. This used to be the case in this northern
USA.
hemisphere.
Correct.
And so there, people used to introduce formula elements. Now, if you are playing around with characters of comparable stature, and if you can pull it off, great. Otherwise, there is always a guy who is at the receiving end who is not happy at all, and so forth. Now, in the coming to the Indian scenario, again, slapstick humor.
Correct.
Slapstick humor can be introduced in a standalone way,
Correct.
and people should create some scenes, some.
Just to get just to make it light is fine. Like, for example, even in a laughter club in a garden, they have to get something to get them going, right?
Yeah.
So to that point, it is good. And I guess the point you're making is beyond that. If you're laughing at the expense of someone else, then that humor doesn't sustain.
Right, very true. How many minutes do you have, Venkatesh?
Yeah, we have 2 slides more, and I guess now we are moving to a larger level. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, or sort of a higher level of what humor can mean. Correct.
Yeah. Well, in laughter, as Venkatesh mentioned just now, there is a giver and a givee of the laughing component.
Correct.
And over a period of time, gradually, the ethnic insult behavior gave way to, people got tired of the no longer ethnic behavior. And today, in good company, ethnic behavior, ethnic laughter, ethnic behavior, thing.
Either ethnic or anything that puts someone else down. Correct.
Yeah. So that used to be the case, but now again, with the computer situation, things are changed. Whatever it is, laughter will have beneficial effects.
Correct.
Around the clock. You
Correct.
wake up somebody at midnight and then crack a joke, you would still laugh.
Correct.
That kind of a situational usefulness
Correct. Correct.
would help laughter proceeding. Now, laughter in this context, this will laughter. There is, I think, Kataria or something. Forget his name.
Yeah, I think it was Kataria. Yeah, I think it's the next slide.
Correct.
Yeah, this one. Yeah.
Yes. Laughter yoga.
Correct.
Before that, we get laughter
Therapy.
therapy.
Yeah, which is more broad,
Laughter
and I guess
therapy.
here you're combining laughter with yoga. Yeah, with the concept of yoga
Now,
and the
therapy,
physicality.
therapy is one level lower than yoga. Now, there
Right.
are yogis who will frown upon laughter yoga, but
Right.
they don't mind doing laughter therapy. Somebody has
Right.
got arthritis, and that somebody is subjected to therapy, laughter therapy, it was
Right.
accepted.
Correct.
Whereas if we say laughter yoga, people will say, what do you mean yoga?
Correct.
What do you know about yoga? Yoga creates a hostile environment.
No,
So,
I think if when you talk of yoga, there are two parts of it, right? There is the physical yoga, and then there is sort of the more spiritual aspects of yoga. And like you started at the beginning, there are some people who feel that laughter and something serious like spirituality can't coexist. But I guess we are going to obviously say no, that is not the case.
right. Interestingly, in both these cases, laughter therapy and laughter yoga,
Right.
some trigger is there, triggerer or trigger is there,
Correct.
and he is a self-trigger kind of a guy. He doesn't have to wait for somebody to skid over a banana peel and,
Correct.
hurt his nose or something.
Correct.
But people say assemble around 7 o'clock in the morning, and
Correct.
then somebody gives a signal, and then after the yoga starts.
Correct.
This may, to an outsider, a sudden burst of proceeding on to yoga
Correct.
will make a little an odd kind of gesture.
Correct.
But not everybody enjoys this after yoga, by the way.
Right.
This like the guy who wouldn't really particularly care if a ethnic joke was cracked, and then people take it on from there. But the trigger used to be not a very intellectual kind of a thing. Laughter therapy and laughter yoga.
I think the
And
point
laughter,
is, sorry, I think the point we're trying to make is that nothing is necessarily contradictory. You can have
right,
laughter, and then, for example, if you take yoga at a higher level, you're basically learning to let go. And actually, laughter
right,
is compatible with that, not incompatible with that, right? Because
right,
you are anyway not any particularly important thing. What will happen, or like Nimitta Matra Bhava, you do your thing, don't take yourself too seriously, are compatible with Karma Yoga, not incompatible.
yeah. Now coming back one step behind laughter therapy,
Right.
there are people who are sent to music centers, therapy centers, arthritis clubs, and
Correct.
whatever. And these people are very, very cleverly blending the medical aspect of it.
Correct.
Laughter transcends medicine.
Correct.
You can be agreeable to whatever is being said in yoga.
Correct.
But it is there. You are a believer in yoga to begin with.
Correct.
Whereas here in laughter therapy, the fellow has got arthritis, he has got anemia, he has got malaria, he has got something. And
Correct.
those aspects are emphasized.
Correct. Correct.
Laughter therapy is the main thing.
Is a sort of, the overarching umbrella in which any one of these can be one form. Correct.
Yeah. And if you do it at a systematically serene level,
Correct.
then you get all sophisticated ways of doing it. And over a period of time, you'll realize, why am I laughing? Why are you laughing? There's no answer to that. So, yeah, I'm laughing
but
because
you're getting the benefits. Yes, but you're getting the benefits. Absolutely.
Like that.
Yes.
So there are.
Yes. So should I summarize, Doctor?
Yeah, I think you do.
This is the last slide anyway. Any concluding thoughts?
No, nothing really. So laughter by itself, the physiological aspects of laughter and other behavioral, group behavior and so forth of laughter lend themselves to multiple interpretations. And situational laughter is what you and I see or get. But other than that, you've got slapstick laughter, you've got some ethnic laughter and so forth. But they all constitute the same entity. And if you stop to think about it, you'll see some sense in all of them at all levels.
Correct. Yeah. No, very good point, Doctor. Yes. So today we looked at humor. Now, humor, like almost every topic we cover, has many, many aspects, all of which we can't discuss in one session. But today we discussed how humor, to begin with, is not at all incompatible with being productive or doing a good job in life. In fact, on the contrary, it allows us very often to be a lot more productive by not taking ourselves too seriously. Was the first point. Second, that humor is not the same as just laughter. Humor is much bigger than just laughter. But we did focus on laughter as a tool to get into a humorous state. And we analyzed the various ways in which it is done, none of which is perfect, right? Whether it is slapstick humor, whether it is, let's say, ethnic humor, whether it is, let's say, old jokes about Akbar and Birbal. Every one of them can have some downside. Sometimes you're laughing at someone's discomfiture. Sometimes you're laughing at a group you don't quite understand. But you use them to trigger the laughter and the lightness, which is useful. So like Doctor just said, everything has some element which is useful. Overdoing any one aspect of it or the negative aspect of it is obviously not useful. But if we take all of that and we come to finally how this can be therapeutic, laughter therapy can be used both in acute and in maintenance. And sometimes even for handling something as acute as a particular illness, people have used it. In something like yoga, which is you can use it to maintain both your body and spirituality, you can use it. So laughter and humor are definitely compatible with spirituality and with being a productive person, was in some ways the most important thing we wanted to talk about. Yes, Doctor?
Yes. Very true. Very true.
Awesome. Look forward to the next one, Doc. See you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye. See you. Bye.